What is up, everybody? Renfail here, and World of Warcraft just dropped this video over on their YouTube channel. It's called Everything Coming in Seeds of Renewal, which is 10.2.5 on January 16th, which is also my 44th birthday. So this is going to be a really cool birthday present for me to sink my teeth into because it has a lot of cool features coming. Dragonflight worldwide, new world quests, new storylines, new activities, but most importantly for me and a lot of people in our guild and my family and friends is the follower dungeons. So we're going to sink our teeth into this update. We're going to go through it together, kind of react to it, talk about things a little bit more, and of course discuss all of the things that we're going to be doing in World of Warcraft in 2024, including the ongoing clearing of Dragonflight content with our guild and the preparation for the World Soul Saga and the War Within. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this and take a peek at what's coming down the pipeline.
Hey folks, this is Kalani. The Dragonflight story continues in patch 10.2.5 Seeds of Renewal, which goes live on January 16th, and we've got so much to look forward to. We'll be able to dragon ride in all the zones, earn new rewards in the Outland Cup, we'll explore the story of the Dragon Isles after the defeat of Farak, and the Gilneans are finally preparing to retake their lost kingdom. There are new features like follower dungeons to open up group content.
So one of the things I really like to hear is Dragon Isle epilogues, which they're going to be a lot of fun. So we get to continue the storyline there, and then reclaiming Gilneas. That's going to be cool.
To everyone, and the Azerothian Archives brings us new content with an archaeology flair.
Which is actually really cool. I saw later on in the video they're going to showcase it, but the idea of being able to go out and do archaeological content is just kind of cool.
And there are also new customizations to look forward to, more holiday updates, and so much more. So let's go over everything coming in patch 10.2.5 Seeds of Renewal. Dragon riding is finally opening up to the rest of the world, so you'll be able to take wing and zoom through any zone where you could previously fly. If you can use a normal flying mount in that area or zone, patch 10.2.5 will let you use a dragon riding mount in that zone as well. This means that from here on out, you will get to choose which flying mode you want to use to get around in all of those old zones.
This is interesting because I know Kel had asked the question, was it going to be only dragon riding mounts? Were they giving the dragon, flying to everything? But it's just dragon riding mounts are going to be the ones that you can use. So you'll be choosing between, the old school Griffin style or the new style, which has, the very much more hands-on flight of the dragons.
The Drakthea Soar ability will also be updated to fit into this new open dragon riding world. The cooldown has been reduced to just 10 seconds, and you can use all of the same dragon riding abilities, and you can use and generate vigor. So Drakthea can choose between using a dragon riding mount or just relying on their own wings going forward.
That's cool.
We'll also have more chances to earn Riders of Azeroth badges in the Outland Cup event. Zoom through Shattrath, soar over the Netherstorm, and see Outland from a new perspective. Each race completed will earn you more badges that you can trade in for a new color variation of the Drake Riders Transmog set, as well as 2 new tabards. With the Primalist threat quelled for now and Emir Drasil safely blossoming into Azeroth, the Night Elves can finally start building a new home for themselves. When Emir Drasil bloomed at the conclusion of the raid in 10.2, it brought itself and the land about its roots from the Emerald Dream into Azeroth, and beneath the boughs of the New World Tree, the Night Elf city of Belameth is starting to take shape.
This is so cool. So my main character is a Night Elf Ranger, and this is just, I got goosebumps right now just from a lore perspective. The story has been really satisfying from a Night Elf perspective. This is really cool.
The world, so you'll be able to
hang on, I accidentally clicked backwards. Hang on. I clicked the wrong thing.
The of Belameth is starting to take shape. Belameth is connected to other important Night Elf areas throughout the world, including Darkshore and Feralus, and while this is a Night Elf city, the Horde are welcome to visit, and there's even a portal from Hyjal that they can use. But when Emir Drasil took root, heroes of the Horde and Alliance heard a mysterious voice, ancient, beautiful, and almost song-like, calling out to them. At the same time, Khadgar has received reports of dark whispers. Something is moving in the shadows. An ancient enemy stirs, incited by some harbinger. But what are they planning, and where will they strike first? We'll also have new story quests in the old world as the Greymane family work on taking back their lost kingdom, with the Forsaken lending a helping hand at the behest of Kalia Menethil. You can earn yourself a new mount and some cool transmog rewards by helping the Gilneans reclaim their land from the domination of the Scarlet Crusade.
Here's what everyone wants to know about right here.
A new
This is the
feature
big
that
one.
a lot of folks are already very excited about is follower dungeons. You'll be able to queue for all 8 Dragonflight dungeons on normal difficulty with between 1 and 4 players, and the game will fill in your group composition gaps with NPCs.
All right, so there's multiple things that they're going to talk about in this section, which I think are really, really, really cool, and in my opinion, are kind of game changers. So the idea that you can go from, however many people you have in your group, obviously there's 5 people total. So this is going to fill in your group with whatever you're lacking. If you come with 2 people, it'll give you 3. You come with 3, it'll give you 2. You come by yourself, it'll give you 4 others to join you, which means players like myself who are doing dungeons for the first time, I was doing Dragonflight dungeons for the first time, like November, December. My brother and his son, my nephew, who's 8 years old, he'll be 9 when they're going to be starting this year with War Within. This is going to allow us to go into dungeons with my nephew and teach him how to do dungeons at our own pace. No pressure. None of these people who are on their dailies trying to rush to get their badges and everything else. We could do it. This is gonna be great, and they do mention it here, but it's great for learning the rotations, learning the dungeons. There's some other stuff in here that I didn't know they were doing, so let's just go ahead and keep listening here.
So if you don't have a tank in your group, you can still queue up and you'll have an NPC tank to take all of those heavy hits. You can even queue up all by yourself and have a full group of NPCs to explore the dungeon with. You can lead the NPCs yourself or set the NPCs to lead the way, just in case you don't know where you're going.
That right there was something I did not know they were including. So, if you don't know where you're going, the NPCs are going to guide you, which means you're going to be taught how to do the proper pathing through the dungeon. Like, here's where you go for this. Here, that is so cool. This reminds me of what they've done with the Starter Island, the Exiles Reach experience, where every single class has its own unique tutorial where that paladin lady is or that warrior lady is like teaching you how to use your first like 2 or 3 abilities, and it's unique for each class. So they're going to be doing this so that each dungeon, this is handcrafted stuff, is what this is, where they're going to have the NPCs going, this is the way to the first boss. This is the way to this quest. This is how we unlock this door. That is so cool that you're going to be able to do this from a single player RPG perspective and then graduate into the group content when you want to. It's just really, really a great change.
Follower dungeons are going to be a great way to learn how group content works.
Yes.
If you have never run any dungeons before, that first step can be intimidating. But
by the way, I know I linked this to you already, Glorfindel, in our Discord. This is because he's brand new. He's never played an MMO before, and he was saying that the dungeons are intimidating. This is the video. This is the section of the video I was talking about for you, man.
follower dungeons will let you dip your toe into that area of the game and get used to mechanics, bosses, dungeon layouts, and earn yourself some dungeon loot. They're also going to be great for experimenting with new roles, classes, or specs.
Yeah,
you can
the
learn
specs
to tank
thing.
or try your hand at healing without any time or performance pressures. I'm definitely going to take advantage of that to try and get back into healing and test out any class changes in the future.
Also, I would say for me, I know like my warrior, I've been leveling up his arms. This is going to drop before I get him to level 65, so I'm going to be able to do all the Dragonflight dungeons with him. And what I'm going to be doing is taking gear from like the single player quest lines and continue my arms build, but I'm going to be taking dungeon gear and dungeon rewards and building out my protection spec and using the follower dungeon as a way to learn these fights and learn the layouts. Because on my hunter, I just follow people, but on the tank, you have to lead. So it's going to be a great way for me to learn at my own pace the dungeons and then be able to come in after I've already built up, a knowledge of the zones and also my backup gear for protection stance and try out these other builds. It's really cool features, man. Quick commercial break, everyone, to celebrate and give thanks to all of these amazing people who keep me on the air full time. Really appreciate the support. All you got to do is join as a member. You get access to private videos. You can also do super thanks on any upload or super chats and stickers on any live stream or premiere you see. And beyond that, don't forget we're multi-streaming over on Twitch now, so you can support over there as well. Thanks so much to everybody. Let's get back to the video at hand.
We'll also have new content to explore in the Azerothian
This is
archives. We'll meet unique
the
characters,
archaeological
experience new
stuff.
stories, and explore the iconography of zones and local
Really cool.
cultures in archaeology-themed activities. There are smaller sites that you can work through by yourself, uncovering lost fragments to piece together the past. Then there are also large sites which are group activities similar to public events. Work through multi-stage scenarios together to properly excavate the area, fend off enemies, and see what lies beneath the soil. There are also plenty of
Look at
rewards
that
to
pet.
collect, including new mounts, battle pets,
I love
and
the hat.
transmog. Patch 10.2.5 continues the trend of adding in new customization options for a couple of races. Trolls will get 5 new vibrant hair colours to play around with, and the Draenei will have a darker skin option which fits in with their Minari unlocks from the previous patches. Warlock
Nice.
demon customization options will also be expanded to include new colour variations for your demonic tyrants, as well as new colour and model options for your dark glare summons, so you can pick and choose exactly how you want your floating eyeball to look. We also have more holiday updates to look forward to in the new patch. Love is in the Air will have new quests to work through and all new rewards to collect, so we're going to have even more ways to get into the WoW holiday spirit in 2024. So there's something for everyone to get excited for in the new patch, and it's going to be an interesting adventure as we start exploring what's next for the world of Warcraft. But that's everything coming in patch 10.2.5, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, folks, good luck and have fun, and as always I will see you next time.
I'm excited, everybody. I think, like I said, out of all that, Dragonflight everywhere is really cool, but the follower dungeons, for me, when I heard about delves, those were one of the big reasons why I decided I was going to start getting into World of Warcraft, because the idea of warbands and delves in the War Within made me go, oh, I won't have to deal with people going at this breakneck pace. I'll be able to do things with my brother and just go slow. And then they announced this, and it was like, oh, this is even cooler. This is like the prereq. This is like a tease of what's coming with Delves, and because what they've already said is that this is once War Within comes out, this becomes Dragonflight becomes the default leveling experience. So as soon as you go through, Starter Isle and everything else, you're gonna get pushed to Dragonflight, and that's gonna be your leveling, and they're gonna have all of these dungeons ready to go with the Delve system and everything else. Meant is what this is. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Come join us on the Moonguard server if you'd like to join our guild. We raid every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Central. I stream every single day at 8 a.m. Central here and on Twitch. Check out all the playlists below. We do below and above wherever they're at. We do lots of different things on my channel. Check out the Discord, and I'll see everybody in the next one. Stay safe. Happy gaming.